lately I have started a small campaign. Maybe it will yield to tell men to start living and not just living for others.
Oh, yes.
Start taking care of yourself. If you want a drink, please buy it. The moment if say for example you earn monthly, you earn 1,000,000 shillings, every month take off 10% and eat it with no regret, no nothing. Eat it.
Welcome to the Love Hub. This is called the Love Hub.
Thank you.
We speak real things, and I saw you responded to some few ladies who you felt they were really young for the conversation they had.
Not even young, but they were toxic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, toxicity is for both young and old. Yeah, they were toxic.
Yeah,
very toxic actually.
And for me, I felt there is a vacuum, like that is a gap. If women are feeling, if every time I speak to a man, he's telling me, I'm protecting you, I'm a protector, I'm a provider. What is it that he's protecting me about? If I can provide for myself the security that I need, actually most of women are feeling, I have the capacity as a woman to provide for myself, to protect financially mostly. Then what is it that a man is going to protect? What are they talking about? And because you responded, I felt Duke Dennis. Help me pronounce that name.
Woniala. Yes.
Woniala.
Yes.
And a good learner. Yeah. I felt we could speak about this because if women are asking about this, these are the women who have got maybe the platform, the podcast to speak about.
And of course, a lot of people are listening to them, agreeing with their sentiments.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how best can we actually have these other women who want to hear something healthy to understand, hey, what is even protection? Because one thing, if we are asking about what a man is protecting about, what is protection for you?
Amazing. The good thing you're asking a man.
Yeah.
So apologies if those ladies get offended by me calling them toxic, but yes, the conversation was a little bit toxic because if you get a young girl that is of age, probably 20, and that is their first episode, they'll start to think that, hey, I think men are that bad. You see, painting a picture of which men, because they were not generally they were generalizing that men, like which man comes and sits with you in hospital. And in my response, I told them, what kind of men are they dating? Of course, I am not saying that there are no men who are treating women bad or badly, but I don't mean to say that they are entirely as bad as they were painting the picture. I want to be as respectful because I respect everybody's opinion. It holds water to them and even some people.
To their perspective.
But just because, and I even called UCC out to be a little bit, responsible enough to gauge which conversations should. Because me, I'm a journalist, I'm a trained journalist. Every word I have to say, irrespective of, if it's my personal opinion, I have to say it's my personal opinion, but it has to be a little bit factual. But also I have to make sure that what impact is it creating out there. And I get a lot of people who call me, Dennis, we love how you do your content. It's very respectful. It is not because I have no capacity to do vola.
I know.
I can, I could. But I look at any word I utter out there, it should be respectful, nga kizimba, nga it helps somebody do better, not for the worst. Plus, I am a believer of good deeds. Marriage is still good. Relationships are still valid. Men are still good people. Women are still good people. Just because somebody hurt me, I cannot come here and start telling people now, you see, women are bad people. I know a lot of my friends who are close to me know that I sometimes post radical things on my status. Maybe women are bad, but sometimes, most of the times, I'm joking. When I'm speaking to a bigger audience, I mean to say that women are amazing, and so are men, irrespective of our flaws. Yes, of our failed relationships, our failed marriages out there, doesn't necessarily mean that all people are as bad. So, coming back to your question of, if women currently are able to do literally everything that men used to assume would be doing for women, then what is the role of a man, or what does it leave the man? Right there. Well, I would give you in two aspects. One is, previously or formerly, in the African traditional setting, a man had responsibilities which involved protection that we are currently discussing. But the protection then is not the protection now. And I'll explain. Protection then meant several things. In fact, one of them was to protect you physically, from an outsider, in terms of, maybe there is a wall, there is an ambush, there is something, I would physically be there. Well, things have a little bit changed, but still on that old times, even the protection and the providence of the man came with a lot of things. As a woman, you had no equal say in most of the things, because the man was the sole provider. I mean, they bali bakutangira, like they would, you could not have a conversation. You're like, unlike today, back then it was like the man literally had 100% of say, and women had literally 0% of the say.
They would speak with the fellow women.
Exactly, but not directly to have a conversation with me. I would not seek for your consultation. I would do things as I deemed right. So that was the protection then. Like, we literally owned you up. But we have moved from that. We've had a lot of civilization, a lot of campaigns, and now there's a little bit of equality. So when we are speaking about...
Did you just mention a little bit?
Yes, because... Yes, a little bit of equality. As I am, by the way, I'm very specific by the words I use. So it's not by mistake that I said a little bit of equality. Why? Because there are still other men out there who don't think women are supposed to be equal to them. You know that. People just don't say. But the truth of the matter is, there are men, hundreds, if not millions, who still think women are supposed to belong in the kitchen. You're not supposed to tell me what to do, you know. They are the majority, because we've been raised with that kind of ego.
True.
Coming back to the point is, right now there's a bit of equality, or there is equality. Let me make women happy. There's equality. But we need to continue striving for more equality, so that it is, it cuts across even those in the villages and urban centers. So when we talk about providence or protection right now, we are not only looking at the physical protection. Yes, there is financial protection that you are handling, and several other things. You're taking care of yourself and everything is good. But you see, protection cuts across a lot of things. There is emotional protection. Just you coming back from work tired and weary and stressed, mentally down. You need a partner who will listen to you. And will listen to you without judging you. That is something that these women we're talking about don't realize. For them, their form of protection and providence is literally financial. No, there is a lot more that a person can do for you that is not financial. And it still counts as providence, as protection. Okay? Even imagine you're a single lady and you want to change your bulb. Just a bulb. But you can't reach.
They said that's not there, we can do it ourselves.
That's why you find some of them breaking. So now, yes, you could do that. Now imagine a situation where you have somebody to help you do what we call their manly things. And just so you know, I don't want women to think that just because you have the money and you can take care of yourself, so you don't need a man. Most especially if you have children. No, you need a man. Children, this is on record. You can actually go out there and look it out. Children that have been raised by single mothers and children that have been raised by single fathers. Children of single fathers do better in life as opposed to children that have been raised by single mothers, because of there's a lot that a man as a man being present impacts the child to be. They instill certain things that women don't tend to understand about men that we actually do. You do a research. You can even go on Google. Children raised by women versus children raised by men. Exactly. You'll find the statistics quite out there. So you can't just rule out that just because you're financially independent, you can take care of yourself, the man now ceases. In fact, women need to understand your strength as a woman is not by doing the things that a man is doing. No, your strength as a woman lies in the things that you do as a woman made for women. That is where your strength is. My strength as a man is doing the things that are made or meant for a man, not because I can do what a woman can do. Because honestly speaking, I can't. I can't make myself pregnant. Neither can you make yourself pregnant.
No.
Yes, they'll say, "Oh, if I have money, I'll go and I do IV and all that." Yes, you could do that, but that's not natural. It still comes back. There's so many. Even with the IV, they'll need a sperm donor.
Definitely.
So where will you get? God made, like, we are moving away from the purpose of God's creation. God had a reason as to why he created a man, irrespective of our flaws. And when I see a lot of people spewing hatred against women or men, I find them as having the problem. I'm not saying entirely, but most times they do. Because you see, I love people who take responsibility and say, this marriage could have failed. Yes, the other person, but maybe I equally played a part. So, I mean, you come here on camera and start saying men are trash or women are trash. We want to hear the other side of the story. Who hurt you? We want to know. You get? So, that is just my opinion.
You mentioned men are trash, and I just remembered something I read that every Saturday, now in Uganda, we're going to be sweeping. So
every third day, is it every third, not every Saturday?
No, every
third
Saturday of a month. We're going to be sweeping. So someone should check on their men because they are trash. Someone sweep. Someone might sweep them out. So now the women. Okay, when I watched that clip, one thing that went into my mind was these women have not fallen in love with right men.
Yes.
That you still have a feeling you have been attracting maybe the wrongest people ever. And then you have overgeneralized 3 to 5 people you've dated and they're almost doing the same. And you're like, you know what? Let's
exactly
sum up.
In fact, if you watch my clip, I said, what type of men have you been dating?
Yeah.
Because even in the comment section, in fact, I saw some gentleman yesterday posting himself with his wife going for maternity.
Thank you that I've taken their children to.
I have done that several times. In fact, if my woman gets pregnant today, I clock in with them. It's me who actually picks them and takes them to hospital and pay. Not for that day. I pay the entire 9 months. I do. We do give birth from Mary Stopes, the one of Lugogo. Okay. Anybody can go and verify. I pay full amount the entire month, so that in case money is not there. In case things don't go well with me, I have paid for antenatal, so we have to check in because we are going to check. And I think I need to encourage a lot of people, both men and women, when you get pregnant. Please, antenatal is a must. It is a must. Don't even say, let me wait for the 6th month. No, go as early as the time you have realized you're pregnant.
Hey,
because there are so many complications.
6 months.
No, you don't have to. Why? Because you see, lately, both women and men don't know their blood groups. And blood groups with pregnancy has a lot of effect. Oh, I'm not speaking like a doctor, but I have some little bit of experience.
You've been in the hospital
yes,
many times.
Several times, but also I was a health journalist. Now, our blood groups don't kind of if your blood group, say for example, I'm O negative, and you're O positive, you can't carry my baby.
Yeah, they call it the rhesus factor.
Rhesus factor, yes. Your blood and your body will fight because it's a foreign material to release it. And if you don't go early in the hospital for them to give you an injection that supports to the baby, the fetus, you will always get miscarriages.
So that's why sometimes why you just carry for 2 months,
and then you have a miscarriage, and then before you know it, by the time you go to the hospital, you've lost like 3 kids, all because you did it. No, so it is very important that once you realize that you're pregnant, there are also ectopic pregnancy where the pregnancy goes into the fallopian tube and all that. So to avoid
all that,
yes, you see now I'm a caring husband.
You do.
Yes,
you are
a caring man. Okay?
So now those women, some men will say, "Oh, anyway, your wife hit a jackpot."
No. I have seen actually a lot men lately. Men are doing these things. It is just those tiny small bits of men not doing those things and then they are amplified more than actually, because not very many people will come on camera and say, "Oh, I have a very lovely husband, he takes care of me." Rarely will you, because if you have a good husband, and they will be like, "Hey, let me keep up on him. Someone who might come and take him." You get
mostly that is actually what is happening.
Exactly. So you won't really come on camera and start saying, "Oh, I appreciate my husband. He's been there for me." It is very rare.
The women who have come through to appreciate, and they've told them, "What is it that your husband has been doing? My husband's so handy. He can help me in the kitchen. He can help me to wash the kids. He can do it." And then they're like, "You man, you are not yourself." Your fellow men come through and they're like, "Bro, if you need help, blink twice."
No, I keep telling I don't know if I should say this, but no. Let me not say
we leave it.
Anywho, what I wanted to say, let me find a way to phrase it. Like I keep telling somebody that I have that every time I listen to stories of women crying out there, I know that I'm a good man, and please don't lose me. I'm not bragging, but I try my best to be a good person, to be respectful, because it's not just about the providers. Anybody else can do that. Even the women can do it for themselves. But there are things that a person that respects you, and when we're talking about providers, so for them they look at the financial. But you see, even when I give you a room for us to have a conversation about our lives, our marriage, our finances, that space, you should equally be saying, "Oh, I have a man. Yes, he might not be financially very well, but he gives me an opportunity to air out my views." So if you can't see that as something good, and you only look at the finances, I think you've lost the conversation.
But even when we talk about even finances, as women, we are failing. If our man can provide for you the smallest bit that he has, that is not enough for this woman, and you're complaining, but you're getting that small. But as a woman who is financially stable, again, you're coming through. If you were able, I think I talk this with my circle of women, if you were able to provide for yourself, to protect yourself, then why are you crying? That means there's still something that a man, his protection is for him alone, that when he brings it into a space, it's going to play out. The more you're financially okay, you're giving in, actually, it's still how you cry.
It reminded me of something. I have a friend who left their marriage, and they're taking care of their baby. They're financially okay. The other week when I called her to check on her and see how life is moving, she's like, "Dennis, find me a man."
Oh dear.
I'm like, "What do you mean find? You're okay, you're well off, your business is okay, you have money, you drive, you have a house." "Dennis, I am tired. I just want somebody. I want somebody to come and take off some weight."
Thank you.
Because yes, I have the money, but remember, I bought sugar the other week. How do you tell me 2 days sugar is over? Huh? So you go in the kitchen, you go in the bathroom, there is no soap.
How
What is that? Huh? I cannot understand.
I swear I pray to God that even if I were to do something, I do it as a woman. Because I can buy a loaf of bread at home when my husband is not around. And I'm calculating every piece. I'm not like, how did it just get done
within a day?
But my husband can bring bread every
little day.
And he has not yet had time to sit down and even
eat what he buys at home.
Yes. And I'm like, just so I want to be a woman. Like, I want to be a woman.
Exactly. So there are certain aspects of a man that even a man being in the house, you feel protected. Actually, do you know that?
No, I want women actually to sit down with their children. Their voice and their husband's voice. When the child is doing something and there's like, sit down, you will have mentioned like, sit down 3 times.
Yeah, but when I say, sit, you guys go to bed. All of them. You
that
get
voice. We ignore that.
That is the man. 2, when you are in that house, the big mansion, you've built your house, you will not feel secure, even when you have a gate man. But if you have a man in the house, you'll be like, even if something knocks on the door. Of course, I'm speaking this with the utmost sincerity.
Yeah.
That they are equally other men. Even when you have them in the house, you feel like you don't have them. We are not speaking about the situation.
That means you're trying, as a woman, you're trying to take over the space. Someone.
So you another thing also, you have to let a man be a man in the space. You see, when you have money, you want to control him. Definitely, you won't feel his presence. You have to let a man be a man. By this I mean, let them operate in their God-given space. If a man tells you, say for example, and again, I don't want to seem like I want to control women, but you see, if a man tells you, if you say, hey babe, I want to go out with my bunch of friends, your man already knows your friends sometimes, and he knows that this friend is good for you. The other friend might not be good. Not that he's controlling, but he sees what probably you won't see. I have tested this with myself and my partner, and I have always turned out to be correct. The people that I told her weren't good turned out actually not to be good. But you see, when they came to me, I told them, you see, didn't I tell you? It wasn't like I was controlling you. I had to. Me, I have a problem. I have one problem. If I tell you that don't, if it's a child, and don't touch that fire, it will burn you.
And you touch.
Didn't I tell you? Such that it pains you, Lungi. So when a man tries to tell you something, it's not that they are controlling. They are just being the men, the protective men they are. Our minds, I'm not saying women don't think as we do. We do all think alike. But there are certain things that for us, we process way faster than just women. Okay? So when I tell you something, it's not because I'm trying to control. It's because I have foreseen something that might or could happen. If it does not happen, doesn't mean that I was wrong. I was just being, calculative enough. But if it happens,
protective.
Yes, that's the protection. If I tell you, yes, go out, but come back at 8. It's not because I'm policing you. It's because past 8, there are so many dangers on the road that you're going to get.
But you have not explained to this woman. First, you explain to me that these are things. Actually, one thing that I wanted is for someone who is there wondering, so what is the difference between protecting and controlling? Because
there's a very thin line, yes,
between protecting and controlling. What could be a sign for someone to look out and say, now this guy, this is not protection, this is controlling?
So this controlling comes, it is like there's a very, very thin line between protection and controlling. Now, protection feels safe. Controlling is unsafe. Say for example, you when your man shows insecurity and then they try to project it as protection, that is controlling. What do I mean? I want to find the best explanation so we get it over. For example, if somebody looks at you the way you're dressed and they fear that a man out there might look at you and like you, which is the possibility, or 100 of the times, and they refuse you because in their mind They don't want you to go out there to be cornered. That is controlling. But if say for example, I tell you because vividly, maybe you've dressed in a certain type of way that does not respect, that does not bring both our respect and all that, that is protection. I want to protect you as a married couple.
The whole thing is, as a woman, when you dated me, you found me wearing skimpy, you found me wearing these crop tops, and groups of women say, keep him attracted. How he found you, that is how you're going to stay. So, wears a crop top, and then you're like,
so no. There are two things involved. Wear them for me and wearing them for the public. There are two different things. In fact, majority of women wear the best outfit for the public and come back in and put on their Airtel t-shirt for me. With your breasts apologies. Guys, I'm extremely sorry. Okay. But it's a reality of life. You know what I mean? Your breasts are not, pampered well. You know what I mean? Kavakaran t-shirt or Air MTN or
dealers,
like I wanted to bring this point home without actually being disrespectful. I don't mean to say that Kavaka birthday run t-shirts are bad, but you know what I'm talking about. So,
and those are the ignored t-shirts or like the things that you no longer want to wear outside.
Yes,
you wear for them for that occasion and it's done.
Yes, you make up for the public, not for me. So every time I come home, there's no appetite. Sorry for saying, but there's no appetite. While you go out, there's appetite. When you come back, there's no appetite. So the thing where they tell you to be sexy for your man means when you're with him, be sexy. When you're going out there, I want you to be respectful, because the society we are living in, I don't mean to say that people say, no, I don't mean that. You see, Joan, if I met you 5 years ago, you're not the same Joan.
No.
You've given birth to children, maybe 3 or 4. Now you are a mother. There's a difference between a mother and the other Joan girl. There's a difference, and people need to see that. So if you're going to church, so it depends again, where are you going? Where are you going? Is it for a party? Because I mean, I cannot let you wear a gomesi for a girl's day out. Honestly, I cannot. So where you're going dictates. So for example, you're going to church, you have to be dressed properly. You're going in a place where you're meeting other marrieds, and you need to be respectful, because you're not going there as Joan. You're going there as Mrs. Woniala. Okay? I'm just using an example. You're going out there as Mrs. Woniala. You're carrying our whole house equally as me. The Dennis you met 5 years ago, pulling down and all that, I'm not the same. When I go out there, I am... Actually, people need to understand that when you're in a relationship or marriage, you stop being yourself. You now start living with the other person in mind. Whatever you do has to reflect the other person. I don't want to go out there and people say, it is just a few aspects of that woman that gives people. As many want to go into that, she's respectful, that is what we want. It doesn't make sense. So if you have a man, when a man stops you, those things, those are all parts of provision, protection. Protection, mulaba ya sente.
Aina provision ya sente.
Buli kimu, waliwo ebintu omusajja byakuteekako ng'ofuluma ebweru your Mrs. so and so, just carrying that name alone, abantu nga bakuwa ekitiibwa. Ekyo ekitiibwa ky'ofuna nga ugenze ebweru nga bakuwadde ekitiibwa because of Mwami Duke, Mwami Woniala. Ekyo nakyo, you don't see that. If you don't see that, then you're toxic. Apologies.
Period. Now, oh my goodness. That's a lot of wisdom that you're sharing with us. Though you're apologizing so much, but this is the safest place that you can.
Like I said, I usually don't want people to misquote me. And I'm a father. I have a 15-year-old.
Oh wow!
So I whatever I say, in case she ever lands on them, I don't want her to look at that. Daddy, you know, so I have to be as respectful as I can because I'm a father.
Yes. So our thinking of financially we are able to protect ourselves should be put aside.
It's just one aspect of what you can do for yourself. You need a man to say, baby, they don't need ya. Nanyumye, ochuke, nkusibe is like, guys.
We must be in the, they are facing wrong relationships. But maybe something for men. Can you correct that?
Yeah.
You help.
I think men need to do better. Fellow men, we need to do better. Taking care of your woman or being a very sweet woman does not take anything else from you. Irrespective of how society looks at it or you're just being in love. Like you're doing the ordinary things a man is supposed to do for their women. Be there for them. Men, go to that hospital. And I recently said that provision, men, or providing for your family does not only stop at money. There's a lot.
What comes with provision if it's not money?
So, say for yes, let me explain. So, for example, you've paid school fees for your children, but do you ever go there to check on how they are performing?
No, mother is taking them.
Now that is wrong. You are supposed to, your children, you can actually be a present father, but unavailable father at the same time. What I mean is, you sleep in the house every day, but your presence does not have as much impact as it should. And here's how. You don't know where your children, you don't even know their VD. You don't even know where they stand to buy their socks. No. Don't delegate those things to women. It's not a women duty. In fact, at my children's school, they know me. They don't know the mother. It's until recently that I started, trying to pushing the mother as much. Not that she's not involved or reluctant, but I took the forefront to know what I have to do every single day. Because I was not given that kind of love, so I want to give it to my children. To be a very present father.
Not just an available father.
Exactly. And not that my father was not present. I lost my father at a very young age, so I never got that. So I know exactly what I went through whenever they called for parents' meeting and nobody showed up for me. I know when I went to school and nobody cared. I now want to care for my children. That's why, in case if anything ever goes wrong and I have children, a child outside, which I don't pray for, I don't even want it to happen. I don't think I can ever let them stay. No. My children will be with me.
All and if the mother says,
all of them will be with me. I'll have to, even if I sell everything, family and my children will
have to be together.
Why? Because I want to be with them and want to know what is taking place in their lives.
There is a game that was played for Father's Day for the children, for the father to pick either to say the favorite foods, the favorite
their children, and they could hardly tell.
And then the mother is so like everything.
Because actually men don't know, or men think that children neglect them when they grow older. No. Children give back exactly what you gave to them. So if you were a present father but an available father, you're providing, you're giving. They will never have that connection with you. And so even when you grow older, you will see them favoring the mother more than the father. Not because the father wasn't around. The father never cared. But never listened to them.
You remember you're the only one who was paying for them school fees.
Yes, you were doing all the things. Yes, sometimes you're not even in the home. So children see things happening, they don't even know that it's the father paying. You come once in a while, and even when you're around, you don't play with them, you don't listen to them, that emotional security you give to your children, they do not have it. So what do you expect at the end of the day? When they grow up, they know who was there for them.
But then they say if as a man you enter your house and the children are not scattering, everyone going to do what it is.
That is back then. Lately, actually, every time I come home, my children run with a lot of excitement. Daddy has come back. Because when I come back, I know, okay, this one loves ice cream. I buy coffee for them. Not every day, because I want to give them the best love I can afford, but without spoiling them. Because there is also a thin line. Loving and spoiling. Exactly. So there are times I tell them, today I didn't bring you, but first greet daddy. Kneel down. Even my 2-year, 3-year-old kneels down. Welcome back, dad. Like, it's so good. I like men who don't care for their children. Where do you get such love?
Because missing out on the biggest love ever.
Yes.
Right?
I come back from work or whatever I have gone to, I'm stressed, things didn't work out, but then that tiny voice, daddy, makes me feel good.
Yeah.
They give me a hug that is genuine, no expectations whatsoever, and it makes me, within the next 30 minutes, I'm just as good. So men, be present. Don't just pay school fees, don't just buy food. Be present to know, did these kids actually eat? Have they slept well? How was their day? Go and check on them. Even if you come and they've slept, go and check on them. How is he breathing? What is the temperature?
They hear, but they know they are not supposed to wake up at this time.
Yes. My daughter, I actually every night I go, Mama, are you okay? I disturb. Of course, they tell me, please don't disturb, the kid is sleeping. I go there, Mama, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Give daddy a kiss before you sleep.
Oh, wow.
Like, in sleep. Good night, and she sleeps. Like, that is what I want. And so the kid grows with love and in love. So that's why we are struggling with people not knowing how to love each other. It's because they were not raised in love. You cannot give what you were not raised, what you don't have. So maybe if
you can correct that when you moment you start to realize that I wasn't given enough love, you know what love is. Let's flip the page. Who protects the protector?
Wow.
Do you think men would also want protection from women? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It's that's quite a good angle. You've got me. Who protects the protector?
Yeah.
It is quite a very robust topic, because as men we go through a lot, and there are times I do break down as well. And people close to me know that, Duke is the strongest. I'm always acting as a shock absorber to a lot of people. Even my friends, they cry to me, they come to me because they know I'll comfort them, I'll talk to them. But then who do I talk to? So lately I have started a small campaign. Maybe it will yield to tell men to start living and not just living for others. Start taking care of yourself. If you want a drink, please buy it. The moment if say for example you earn monthly, you earn 1 million shillings, every month take off 10% and eat it with no regret, no nothing. Eat it first before you even think of your wife. And
Thank you.
Every other problem can be sorted with the 90%. 10%.
Chew it
before you even take it to church. The tithe, the 10% of tithe. You when for nachos column, or you buy something, or you invest it, or you go to a very beautiful restaurant and celebrate yourself, because rarely do we get people to celebrate us. Rarely do we get people who want to understand us, who acknowledge that we are actually human beings that struggle every day, and it is okay for us to not have money today. You're in a society where a man is expected, because my auntie wants, your wife wants, my children wants, landlord, the job, the workers, they're all looking at me. The other day I sat down and I'm like, but God, you're amazing. Because if I went right now, I know they will survive, but there will be a lot of people that will have a messy lifestyle, because I am paying my workers. I have about maybe 10. I am paying the landlords of the spaces that we have. I have a farm where people are relying on me because of the jobs that I'm doing. So I have to buy things. Like there's a long chain of things. So I was like, if God took me today, I know they will survive after me, but it will be a little bit hard. Yeah, so I asked God to give me like more, maybe 100 years, I don't know. And you know, you're a Christian. What you ask, God will give.
Definitely,
you.
that's
Yes.
why I love.
And in my tribe and clan, I've seen people live even up to 100. So I'm not bothered at all. Anyhow, men need to find time to reflect, to unwind. If you need to go to a sauna or sauna, as you call it, go there. If you need to go to the gym or spa, please go and do it, because you are the engine. If you drive your car and you don't take care of the engine, giving it coolant, giving it oil timely, the engine will eventually break down.
Yes.
So if you don't service the engine, it will break down, and if it breaks down, the whole car will eventually pop.
Yeah.
So you are the breadwinner. Do things that are healthy for you. Go to the gym if you can. Me, I can't because I don't like gym, but there are things I do that keep me in shape. Yes. Do gym, eat healthy. Ntulia tonywa responsibly. Nwako chupa bili. Ngomanyi nti you have children looking over for you, but also you don't want to fall sick quite early.
Yeah.
Because when you overdrink again, you have to mind about the happiness, not to over enjoy. When we say enjoy, don't sleep around, you know. Take care of yourself. Like, honestly speaking, I speak this with utmost sincerity. Take care of yourself. It will pay you back. It will feel good, be in spaces. Even the friends you have, make sure they are friends that add something to you.
That's true.
But if you don't have good friends and you're in a company of bad friends, it will always catch up with you.
Definitely. I've had people say, take care of yourself. You cannot pour from a cup that is empty.
Yeah.
But as men, you have forgotten to pour into yourself.
Yes.
That you want.
We are always giving.
And
Also, another thing I think I'd forgotten is it is okay to cry. It is okay. It is absolutely okay to break down and cry and feel like things are not. It is okay. You can even go there if you're uncomfortable with people you know. Go out there at the gym. Find a man that does not know you and vent and tell them things are not working, my friend. I don't need anything, but I just want somebody to speak to, somebody to listen to me without judgment. There are even therapy centers that are just pay somebody to, if you can afford, to listen to your problems, vent, and cry it out so that you don't feel that you offload some of the load, but you are there, or because you were raised, men don't cry, men don't break down, you're there, hey, you will die,
Sure, I say that's why women
live longer. Yes.
They call it lugambo, but it's venting for women.
Yeah, you go to your fellow woman, your best friend, and you cry it out. Before you know it, you're relieved.
Yeah.
The more you share, a problem shared is half solved.
That's what I wanted to say. Why doesn't that make sense to men?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to men because our upbringing didn't give us as much of that option. So we have a situation where men are told to man up and all that, but it's not supposed to be like that. It's okay to cry. It's okay. However, I don't want to raise to give men again to be dilly-darlings. It is okay to cry once in a while and break down
when it is needed,
when it is urgent, and it can. If we say this, other men will be like, now all the time, problems and challenges happen. It's okay to break down once in a while, but as a man, you have to man up,
to pick up
and have things work, because they have to work. If you can't, nobody's coming to nobody is coming to save you, no matter how many times you cry. Yes, you will cry and feel better at that moment, but if you do not wake up again to get back to your feet and have things work, don't live. So as a man, break down all you want, but remember, you are your own savior.
They've mentioned that women, everyone has a masculine, a woman has a masculine part of her, and the same as men. But nowadays, the femininity
in men.
men is coming up so wild. What do you think it'd be the cause?
Yeah, because the women have been over empowered, and the men have. Yeah, I mean, if you've taken over the masculinity, then let me be the female version of you.
The man is rubbing like a hair like
away from that, I think men haven't been given priority, and I speak this a lot of times, and people be like, no, no. If you say you're empowering women, you need to empower men as well, because you're empowering women who are going to meet unempowered men and then get beaten because they are empowered. So let us find ways of now empowering the boy child as it used to be. People are assuming that because for us, some of us who are a bit older, we were raised and given, priority as men. This generation has changed. We don't give as much attention to the boy child as we used to. We've given a lot of attention to the girl child, which is absolutely okay. Let's continue that. But now, let's also try to include the boy child in this program so that we raise a fully empowered woman who meets a fully empowered man, so that our levels of understanding, our levels of thinking are way at the same level, if not better. Because tell me where a woman is empowered, they know the rights, this, and then they meet a man who doesn't know that a woman is supposed to be respected, a woman is supposed to be heard. So what are you agitating for? You're raising women. Exactly. You're raising women who speak out, but we are forgetting to tell men that actually a woman, and a man are all together as a couple. They share equal responsibilities in terms of managing for their family. So by this I mean a woman's suggestion towards the family shouldn't be seen as something inferior because a threat or what. They actually are supposed to be given that space so that they also operate in their space.
One thing that came to my mind quickly was we are getting women be able to specify exactly what is in, like you give it a name. I don't feel loved because this is this and this. And then as a man, you're not told that actually when you're feeling like this, you're unable to.
So now we have a very good raised generation of women meeting very bad raised generation of men,
and that's why we're asking ourselves, then what's wrong?
So it is over for you now, but now your children, you plan, you get. Honestly, I was on a podcast the other day and I said I really pity the people that are currently dating and those that will date in the near future, because the dating space is rubbish. I'm sorry, but it is rubbish. Because
Saturday we shall.
We are going to I hope government collects that rubbish and we get it all, because you find the reasons why people are dating quite absurd. Women are dating because that man can pay my rent, pay my. You're not dating because you love someone. You're dating them for a reason, because they are paying your rent.
But then there's a statement: love is not enough. So we are going with that.
I am coming there. And then men are strictly dating to have maybe a woman to sleep with over the weekend or every weekend. Like the reasons for dating lately are rubbish. Back then, okay, I don't want to mean that I'm too old, but back then, you'd honestly genuinely fall in love with somebody without, and that is actually the real love. Love doesn't have to have a reason.
Or to why you love someone.
Exactly.
Why do you love me? Because you take care of me.
Now, what happens when I stop taking care of? Because those things are bound to happen.
There's no love.
Exactly. Love is loving somebody unconditionally. That is why I told you that if we are married and challenges come, and I stay together with you when we are being tested, that is a form of provision, but it's not financial. It is just me staying around with you during hard times. So if your form of provision and providence and all that was only financial, you won't notice that actually me being around with you, even when you're having fibroids, is love. And like you take maybe 3 or 5 years without conceiving, but I'm there. You get?
They are
That is love.
officially that man is bewitched.
Exactly. But it means I love you, I appreciate you, and I am respectful, and I'm waiting on God for a miracle. So I oftentimes see men running up around, my woman doesn't give birth, let me give birth here. No, give somebody time. Hormonal imbalances. It could be you having a problem. Like there's a lot. So when I hear today, I love my man. That man is so handsome. He's so caring. It is you're loving them because of the care they give you. But I don't mean to say that men shouldn't care for their women, shouldn't finance their dreams and whatever, support them. They should. It's a good thing. I mean, if I'm in love with you, why not give you money? And why wait for your landlord to chase you out if I can actually afford to pay it? But it shouldn't be like the only reason you're in a relationship with me is because I am paying your rent. Then that is transactional. It doesn't have to have conditions. Yes, the beauty part of it and the handsome part of it is necessary, because why am I attracted to you anyway? There must be a reason. Yes, you're beautiful. For those that love nyash, for those that love skin color, like I do, maybe there's a lot that maybe how somebody speaks. I met a lady one time and said, Duke, every time I hear you speak, I just and I'm like, okay. So for them, that is, of course, nothing happened. So that is them. They love how I speak. Somebody loves how you talk. Somebody loves how you laugh. Like something that is nothing to do with because you can't stop laughing. You can't stop smiling. But if I say I love you because you're tall, what will happen when you get crippled? You get so and if you didn't love somebody, truly love somebody, you can't be with them in marriage, because marriage will test you to your limits. Then, in fact, I tell people that marriage has nothing to do with love. Marriage is putting up with somebody else's bullshit on every single day. Sorry for saying that. Yeah. It's a sad reality, but it's the truth, because you have to you put up with somebody else's bullshit every day. You go to the toilet and you don't close. Yet for me, I've grown up knowing that I have to close the cover every day. But I now have to put up with you because you don't close. You get what I mean? You're a bad communicator.
I do the things when I want, whatever I do.
Yes. So I have to put up with that bullshit, because even when I try, there's certain things that I just can't change about you. And I have to just admit that, you know what? I love Joan so much. She's an amazing woman. There are these aspects of her that I love, but also there are these set of rubbish that she comes with that I have to put up with. I don't like them, but I have nothing to do.
Period. Hey. There's one who said that they chucked the best boyfriend because of ignoring the dotted lines on the toilet paper.
Yeah, now that one didn't understand what it meant, because even the next one they will find will continue with the dotted one, right? But he has his own flow where you will not like still.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Myself speaking here, I don't want to seem like, oh, now I'm a very good man. Bambi, don't fall for me. I equally have my own flaws. Yeah. And they are very, if you got to know about them, you just have to ask somebody that has stayed with me for 5 years. We're that one snores at night. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but there are people who can't put up with snoring, and yet it has nothing to do with me. It is just me. I have slept, and it has happened naturally. I have no control.
Yeah.
But you have to put up with it because you chose me among the many. But if you say, oh no, this one snores, let me get another one, you'll get another one who drinks.
Who doesn't snore,
but drinks, come back every weekend at 2 a.m. So you have to admit that this person I have gotten, unless it's something that is really out of this world. For example, I don't tell people to stay with partners that are violent. That is different.
If your eye is to be removed by another person,
I don't. I can encourage you to stay in your marriage if the man maybe just has other things other than violence.
Which other things?
Yeah, other things like
Small children.
Yeah, he
coming
smokes.
in. Small children coming in.
Joan, I want to be categorical clear. I'm not promoting promiscuity or adultery, but certain things in this society and in Africa, you just have to accept and let them pass. It will happen. It happens. You just pray to God to get a man who is sharp and respects you enough not to do certain things.
Oh.
Yeah. For example, me, I don't think I can ever have a child outside. No, I can't even think about it personally. Because in my vocabulary, I don't want to have children with multiple women. Not because I can't afford them. I can. I could do it. There are even women willing to do it. But I have grown up in a home or a family where children are born from different mothers. I know exactly the hassles they've gone through. So I wanted to change myself and my generation as a person. It starts with you. I know somebody else will say, oh, msajja, like the Baganda say, msajja tazala mukazi omwoyo okuzala watya abaana abasiru. Gwe musiru. Gwe musiru. Abantu tebasobola. Ekitegedde gwe musiru.
That could.
Tugamba mbu musimanyi bw'ozaala abaana mu mukazi omu bayinza obutavaamu bonna.
Ozaale mu balala. So that means bw'oli musiru omukazi gw'ogenda okuzaalamu yagenda okugwaya.
Kitegeeza gwe musiru. Naye obanga gwe weetegedde nti oli musajja mugezi, nze ndi musajja mugezi, ekyo kyebaliza Katonda.
Amiina.
So abaana bange mbalabyeko Mukama annyambye baana bagezi. Kati bwe nzaala mu mukazi omulala ate ne batabira bagezi. At least for now, I'm comfortable where I am.
So I have a quick game that I want us to play as we wind up. Okay. Leadership or partnership for a choice of yes or no to this, that.
Leadership or partnership? I'll go with partnership.
Oh, thank you. Strength or gentleness?
Gentleness.
Yeah. Provider or protector?
I'll do protector.
Submission or teamwork?
Teamwork.
Independence or interdependence?
Independence or interdependence? It's really depends on a lot. But by that, what do you mean?
Interdependence.
Interdependent.
Yeah, me or on.
No, I love interdependence. But there's one that we just left behind. What was it before interdependence and dependence?
Provider, protector.
There's another one.
Strength or gentleness, independence or interdependence.
There are three. Yeah?
Okay. Then, what's one thing every man should protect in a woman?
One thing
that a man should protect
in a woman.
Yeah, for sure. That even if there is no money that we're calling it, but should protect when you have a woman.
One thing you should protect, or you should do when you're married, or you're because we are speaking marriage, right?
Yeah. Relationships and healthy dating. Of course, when you know that, you're definitely going to go to the right.
Yes. There's a notion that every man cheats. There's a notion that every man cheats. And by cheating, I don't mean that you're sleeping around. Cheating is way advanced and broad than people actually can ever imagine. Just flirting, that is cheating. You're not supposed to flirt when you're married or when you're in a relationship. Yes. Flirting is cheating. If Joan say, for example,
I think that's okay. Internet has made it easy.
Quite easy, yeah. No, the internet didn't make it easy. It just exposed those that were already doing it.
Thank you for your correction.
Yeah,
that's true.
The internet didn't make things easy because even going to the market, I can meet a woman. Do you know how many women I meet every day? A lot. It has nothing to do with internet. I meet them at the market, at the bus park, like at the conferences, everywhere. So it's not the internet. It is me. It is me to say no or yes. You understand? Or you to say yes or no. So it has nothing to do with the internet. Back to the point. All men cheat. It's a narrative that has been driven. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not, because not all men cheat actually. But what we mean is majority of men cheat. But one thing you should never do, don't produce outside, don't get diseases, and never let your woman know. Yeah.
Okay.
You said one thing, right? And by the way, I'm honest. Don't ever do those things.
Don't let your woman know.
Yeah. Because I speak this because if faithfulness has failed you, that you cannot be faithful, because the first thing I want to emphasize is, men, let's be faithful to our women, because majority of times women are faithful. Honestly, it is us men who mess them up, and then they start, sleeping around as well, but not quite often. In fact, if a woman finds out you, some of them will leave, another one will say, okay, let me forgive them, but also they cheat back as revenge or a payment. Yes, but not in, of course, except a few who are baribo bono nefu je bali nabo. But most of the time, women are really faithful. It is us men who bring issues. So that is why I'm saying the first aspect is be faithful to your woman. That's the first gift you can give your woman. Be faithful to them, because if you're faithful to them, it means you respect them. It means you love them enough not to sleep around. It means you're looking far beyond just providing. You are protecting them. You are protecting them how? From diseases, from unnecessary drama that is being caused by either them knowing that you're dating somebody, or children that you're going to father outside. That is the drama that you're putting her in. You can't put the person you love in such drama, in such nonsense. That's what I told you, that for me, it is very hard to give birth outside. I don't even want to get associated to that, even that conversation. Why? Because I respect the people, the person that I have, but also I respect myself enough not to want to be in fact, back then when I used to date, I used to hate drama. Anything drama, I am out. One thing, I am out. That one. Yes, so I don't want drama, because when you grow and you age, now they bring this child, they bring this child.
Can never, when you want to set, like how you planning to have your life aligned, that's when all these people come.
So the best thing you can give your woman is faithfulness. And faithfulness brings about respect. You respect them, you love them, you cherish them. You cherish them enough not to put them into rubbish.
We are sweeping that rubbish.
The next Saturday we are sweeping
it. Sweeping of that rubbish. Duke, thank you very much for coming through. This
thank
has
you
been
for having me, Joan. Anytime I'm available.
This has been a good one, and maybe a last one for my people, because I talk to the ones who are dating, those who are getting married, and those who are in marriage, so that we have our way through to the better marriage. We are not yet there, but we are going for a better marriage. One word for someone who's dating, because now you're very, very sorry for the people who are dating right now, but they need help.
Someone who is dating right now, just understand your person. Understand your person. Everything else is background noise. Do not listen to everybody. Sieve information that you see, most especially on the internet. People are chasing clout. People are chasing likes, views. So they'll say anything just for the attention of the public.
And people are learning what social media wants.
Yes. So you've got to sieve through the kind of conversations you listen to, because some of them don't actually add anything to you. You have to be prayerful. I in fact, that is the first I should have said, because love, relationship, marriage, and family were things that were put there by God, and therefore the devil or Satan is always constantly trying to break it. Because it now, when family is the smallest unit, but is the strength. Without a family, there is no nation. So the family is the starting point. And I'm thinking you're dating for a family.
Better be dating for a family.
Because I don't encourage people dating for fun. It's rubbish. You will get even diseases out of it. Date with purpose. Date for, but also understand that things happen for a reason. If you break up, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world.
Or maybe
I've seen young people, most especially those that were born early 2000, the millennial, the Gen Zs, they commit suicide because of a man or a woman. No, life doesn't end at that man or woman. There are so many there are so many amazing people. In fact, every time a relationship ended for me, I knew it was now time for me to upgrade from a Joan to a Zari, or from a Zari to an angel. I'm just giving you an example. Like there's, whenever a relationship ends, take it as an opportunity for you to upgrade. If you're in a single room, you're now going into a double. Okay? Yes, every disappointment, look at it as a way of elevation. So when you break up, it is not the end of the world. Cry 1 week, 2 week, man up, woman up. Let's move on to the next chapter, okay? And then lastly, pray a lot, like I said, but also make sure you get the best friends. Friends who will think before they tell you something. You see, and then get friends that are way a bit older than you. Don't get friends, actually, Joan, this is for you. Get friends that are a bit older than you. Why? Because they've gone through life, things that you're now going to go through. And when they are advising you, bali bayiddeko dda omuliro. Bagamba nti eyalumwako omusota walabo something, they, you know. So people that have gone through life before you know it. Okay, not all, but most times you'll find that they reason. They don't just give you. They give you because they've gone through it. They understand things slightly. So right now I see life differently than I was 5 years ago. So I can advise somebody within their 20s about life. I can be their life coach because I've seen life a bit farther than them. So get friends, get people that are way older than you that you can always call. If you're married, get people that are equally married. Don't get advice from single friends living in their apartment somewhere. Nze tomboye abasajja.
Vayo sweetie, vayo.
What you want. Get a woman who will say, okay, omusajja yakoze bw'ati. Naye olowooza kyavudde ku ki? Do you, is there, because most times we will only say what people have done to us, but we don't tell people what we did, because sometimes people are reacting. Nti Joan wankoze kino, nange nkoze kino. Naye because it has hurt you, so you run to somebody and vent. Kati bali bo, they base on you, what you've told them. And every time I'm counseling somebody, even when you're the one crying, I say, how have you been acting up lately? Do you think he's... Yes, you'll get to realize that equally you and me, I'm that kind of friend. I don't just abambi nkusutte sutte nedda. I'll tell you nti Joan olina omumwa. Joan olina omumwa, musajja muwe oyogera nnyo. Musajja muwe ekitiibwa kye. Fine, yakoze ensobi, yakubyemu oluyi lumu, naye yakubye because wamuyombesezza oba wamuvumye. Ate nze anti nade because yakomyewo late nze ne mugamba.
There's nothing that I'll ever do that should make him beat me.
Nedda. For every action, there is a reaction. When my children come to me and say, Daddy, this one has beaten me. Okay, I ask, what did you do to them? Because no one can actually stand up and beat you. No, there must have been a trigger. So for that man or that woman to do that, I want to know, did you have something to contribute?
You were just seated and they came and they beat you.
They beat you. That's impossible. You get? Or your man is cheating. Have you been sleeping with him?
Now for us, you can spend 3 months without.
But now I know this man is sleeping around because he's starving. I'm not saying he should be, but there's a reason.
There's a reason.
Yes. Every time he comes home, you like you're not in. Yes, women need our emotional support and all that, but they don't give it to us because we equally need it.
That's why I was asking the protector who protects him. You want to give the emotional support. Who is giving you the emotional support? So I think everything still goes to
John. If I've come back at 11 p.m., what is the first thing you do? Do you start by quarreling? Where are you coming from? First of all, exactly. First of all, thank God that I've come back. There's a lot of things that happen along the way. First of all, say,
Duke, I mentioned that on the love hub here that at least say thank you for coming home.
Hey, how do you thank a man?
Doesn't he know that he has to come to his
No, he has to come home. But do you know the challenges we go through along the way? Do you know how many people we fought or we fight every day to just provide for you? A lot. So if I've come back late, maybe first welcome me and ask, but honey, today or today, or you okay, what happened? Maybe nkunyonyole. You know? Naye gwe ovaawo essaawa zino. They don't ask
those.
Banasooka otegeera omuntu ayinza okuba nga yagudde mu buzibu ate siwolereza abasajja, but it's the reality. Actually, majority of times how you treat your person, sometimes even the reaction and the action back matters, you know. Naye gwe oli mukambwe oyombayomba nnyo, omusajja naye omanyi ono mukazi muyombi, so akomawo ekiro because oyomba nnyo. Buli wakomayo wakane wakomayo essaawa 3 waliwo kyogenda oyombera. Sebo watulekeddewo omutwalo. Do you know where that mutwalo came from? It's small to you, but maybe it is what I could first understand from my point of view. You know, maybe say, hey, mwami wange, watulekeddewo sente naye zitezatumaze. Manye ebintu ennaku zino babyombiza ebintu. That like just talk to me.
Don't say it's going to say she.
Don't say.
And don't you know?
Tewalese omutwalo. Obadde osuubira. No. Omusajja ayinza obba nga tamanyi bifa mu katale kati nze ayina because I have a restaurant, so I buy things. I know things. Essaawa zino akamonde tukagula emitwalo 2 ensawo eyali ku mitwalo 8. So I know, okay, bintu bitabuseemu. Bwe mba mbadde ndeka omutwalo kanyongeremu 15 oba omutwalo gibeere 2 so that they are able to, but I might not know. Naye gwe nojja oyombe. Talk to me. We are
adults.
Yes. Naye gwe nkomyewo ombukidde kuva ku luggi paka mu kisenge, emirembe nagifunawa. Enkya we ngenda ku mulimu nkomawo ssaawa 5 nsange nga weebase oleme kunnyombesa. Some people have those. They come back home not late, not because they want, but because you're quarrelsome. But also, we as men, we also need to know why is the woman quarreling. Maybe there is a trigger. So, we are all to blame.
All of us.
Also, investigate, why is this woman hostile? Why is she not giving me sex? Maybe she has, again, when it comes to sex, it's a huge topic. Not every time you come, you want to have sex, so you should have sex. No, if a woman says maybe they are not in the mood, it's because they are not in the mood.
Then the man may say, how are you not in the mood? You've been at home all day.
It happens. Sex is not like a switch to take a kamasanyalaze to sex. You must have prepared your person from day. You know, called her, honey, are you okay, my love? I miss you. I'm gonna come home there and smash you. You know, those words trigger her. Sex is a feeling.
Expect that.
Yes, sex is not the actual physical contact in and out or what. Sex starts from day. You prepare your woman. Say, honey, if I come back home, what can I bring for you? Do you love wine? Honey, can I buy you wine? My husband thought about me. He's bringing me something. So you stimulate the body to release those excitement so that when you meet your woman, she's in the mood of giving. Even if you came back, she will wait for you, you know. So
men are missing out a lot to learn right here on the Love Up. I'm definitely tomorrow uniform I love to get that work uniform so that you can visit us all the time. Those are the conversations that really I would want all of us.
And I want you to commend. I want to commend you for having these conversations. I've watched you, I think, previously. Yes, I have landed on some of your conversations. Of course, sometimes I comment, but of course you get hundreds and tons of comments, so you might have not seen. But I love to know that actually, even in this age and day, there are people who still believe in marriage, relationship, family, love. Yes, a lot has gone bad. We acknowledge, we accept, but it is not the end. There's still more we can do, and we can add to society, and we can raise children, because your platform is watched by hundreds, millions of people out there. So every word you've spoken has something it impacts. I want to encourage you to look for a lady. You may not necessarily interview her, but if I don't know if you know them, you could look up to them. She's called Prosi Buyondo. She hosts love something show on UBC.
Oh.
Yes, called Prosi Buyondo. You can check her out, or you can request me to give. She's doing amazing. She's doing really, really a lot of work out there when it comes to marriage, relationships. And I see you going, because she's a bit older, slightly older than you. So I know that if you two teamed up, if you looked at what she does, it would really, really add a lot on you, but also you can add a lot on her as well, because I believe whether young or old, they have something to contribute. I don't despise anybody. I give people respect because there's something unique. God gave everybody something unique. You can be as amazing, but I can have something that you don't.
True.
I've seen people say, "Oh, you're calm in real life." Yes, I'm calm. I mean, why not?
Why not?
Yeah. So there's something I have that somebody else doesn't have, and that is my strength, and that is their strength. So if I can learn, recently I'm on a journey of learning to manage my anger.
You are sure
I was a very bad. Oh my god!
To the people, first apologize to the people who met you before.
The girls I dated.
Oh
yes, apologies. I was young. I was naive. I did not know what to do. Because for me, every time you made me angry, I wanted to make you cry. Like not beating you. I can torture you without touching you. You know, I can just wake up in the morning and block you, leave you, and go without listening.
You're the guys who go.
Yes. So I did all that, but after growing up, I was like, but no, that's not how life's supposed to be. If somebody annoys you, actually lately people scratch my car and my one is like, so you're not reacting? Like, what's up? I'm like, it's cool, let them go. But it's not because it's not hurting, it's because I'm trying to manage. Because if I move out and I grab that border like this, chigwera ku police, wangenda mukuba, ate bwe mukuba, nkuba nsawuzange. Like at the end of the day, it comes back to you. Like you make a lot of calculations. Oba ne bakuba, owa bodo ne baboda bane ne bavayo, ne bakuba. Abana bange mbaleke dani. So there's a lot right now that I look at before I react. Yes, right now, I think before I react. Before then, I would react, then think later. It got me a lot of mess, so
He's changed. He's changed.
I'm a good person.
But we are so humble. Thank you very much for coming through the Love Hub. The Love Hub, let's continue. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're able to see every time I drop in a video. Till next video, bye-bye.